the most useful thing about the Internship UK was the fact that due to COVID-19, there were really limited work experience opportunities, and Internship Experience UK was a really good way to get an insight into commercial law, which is something that I had very little knowledge prior to the scheme.
Definitely the insight that it gave me into top firms in the industry, and hearing from analysts that had done their first year and exactly what they did was really insightful to me, and really motivated me to want to go into the industry.
Well, and it kind of just allowed me to step out of my comfort zone in terms of what career path I wanted to choose.
I felt that it was very useful in providing that advice for different applications, how to structure your CV, cover letters, and how to approach any interview situations as well.
Because I didn't know anything about finance, it really gave me like a starting ground to, learn about finance. And it showed me that, okay, maybe this is the industry that I would like to go into. So it was almost like the starting point where I decided, okay, this is what I want to do.
To have an internship experience which is all virtual, all done online, it just makes it so accessible to a range of people and a diverse range of students. And it's a great way for those to kind of gain access to professions which maybe some students might feel excluded from.
The thing I really liked about this was after we learned all of that, it wasn't just like, oh, you learned it, let's just call it a day. We actually had a project after which we had to do. So it kind of got us thinking about, how the day-to-day life of a software engineer or someone in the technology domain is working. I would recommend it to anyone. Like, you can either be in first year or your final year or graduate, it doesn't matter.
I think most importantly, the experience gave me confidence entering the application cycle, knowing that I had some knowledge about the sector and had completed a work experience sample, which I really enjoyed.
The event presented us with a whole host of different career paths that we can take, really concretizing what I wanted to achieve from my career. And this was done by networking with current graduates, and as I say, as a whole host of firms, really, making a more informed career choice.
It made me look into finance. I was an international politics student before and graduated from politics and stuff, so it wasn't something that I even had a tiny idea about. So it gave me kind of a groundwork to work up on for the role that I'm in now, and kind of made me more settled to begin with.
The internship experience introduced me to the Senior Sales Director of Procter & Gamble, and within his talk I was able to directly ask him questions about the application process. He gave us really useful specific P&G interview tips and tricks. He was able to detail more about what a sales role would entail specifically at P&G. And funnily enough, within my interview for the role that I secured, it was actually the Senior Sales Director who conducted it.
And I learnt about roles which I never knew existed, and there was some talk about public sector work in there as well, and how private sector consultants can get involved with government work and be involved in that. And I think from those discussions I came away from it realising what my values were and what I wanted out of a career.
I think the main way that the experience helped me secure my role was definitely the technical awareness it gave me. That really helped me in my interviews, and also with reading articles, because it meant that I could actually understand what they were doing.
It was vital in allowing me to show that I'd done the internship experience, I'd learned various different things and developed myself both personally and in a career perspective, but then also took the things I learned from the internship experience and then built on them further.
If I could describe the experience in one word, I would describe it as insightful.
Eye-opening.
Empowering.
I would say insightful.
I would say challenging, but not in a bad way, more in the way it was more intellectually stimulating.
I would use development.
I would use insightful.
Inspiring.